In the next section of special right triangles, we're working with 30, 60, 90. So in these triangles, we have one of the legs, which is a shorter leg, and then one leg that's longer. So that's just kind of how I refer to them. So the short leg and the long leg, and then we have the hypotenuse. So everything's pretty much based off of the short leg. So the short leg is whatever value it is. And then to get to the hypotenuse is just twice as much. So you just times by 2. You just notice we have a 2 sitting up front. So we just multiplied that x value by 2. And then going the other way to get from the short leg to the long leg, the x is the same. We just multiplied by the square root of 3. So it's pretty nice when we're given the short leg. So looking at like number 16, we're given the short leg. So given the short leg, and you have to be careful because these could be like flipped upside down or reflected, whatever. So from the short leg to the long leg, those are the long legs. So that's actually going this way on our picture. Short leg to long leg, all we have to do is take that same x value that we have down here and times it by the square root of 3. So I take the same x value, which for us is 5, and I times it by the square root of 3. If you just put them right next to each other, that means they're multiplied. So that would be the end of that. And then to take the short leg to the hypotenuse, going this way, the x is the same. I just have to times it by 2. That's the only difference. So 5 times by 2 gives us x equals 10. And there's our hypotenuse. Okay, if we are, like on number 15, we are given the hypotenuse. So then we have to figure out how to go in a different direction to begin with. So we're given this guy right here, and we have to figure out, okay, how do I go this direction? So 2x, the only thing that happened is the 2 disappeared. So this time we're going to be dividing by 2 to get rid of that 2. So we take this to go to the short leg, and we divide by 2. So y is going to equal 10. Now we have the short leg, so we can just go in our regular direction from the short leg to the long leg, which is just to multiply by square root of 3. So going this way, all I have to do is times by square root of 3. So I have 10 times the square root of 3, and that is my x value. So you just have to go back and forth. Remember how to go back and forth between short leg, long leg, and the hypotenuse. So let's try one more. So let's go to number 17. So here we're given the long leg. So this is a new one. So from the long leg, well, from the short leg to the long leg, we times by the square root of 3. So then going the other way, we're going to be dividing by the square root of 3. So this case, it looks like we're going to have to simplify some things. So square root of 6 divided by square root of 3. Actually, since they're both underneath the square root, we can actually divide the 6 divided by 3. I can put it underneath the same square root. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that's our simplified version. There we go. Square root of 2 equals my short leg. And then short leg to the hypotenuse, I just have to times by 2. So then I just have 2 times the square root of 2. Oh, that should be 2. And there's nothing to simplify there. So then that would be my final answer. So please always make sure your answers are simplified.